this video we will discuss about some of the resistance approaches that are used by tumor cells against chemotherapy. So in this figure we can see that these are the chemotherapeutic agent that can identify the specific antigen that are present on the tumor cells, and they will trigger the downstream signaling pathways. However, because of the mutations that are occurred within the tumor cells, the downstream signaling pathways will not be able to trigger apoptosis. And some of the mutations that are generally found in the tumor cells are mentioned here, such as the tumor cells has the reprogramming of the signaling pathways in a way that it will have enhanced DNA repair mechanism. At the same time, the conditions within the tumor microenvironment has high ROS contents, and these high ROS contents will promote several other survivals or tumor growth pathways that are mentioned here, such as this P13K AKT, and these are some of the survival pathways, whereas this mTOR, MAPK, NF kappa beta are the tumor growth pathways or SRC mediated pathways. And some of these pathways we have already covered in our previous videos, and this is video shows this is example shows where drugs uptake are happening. So these are different kind of chemotherapeutic agent that activates via uh, interacting with the receptors of the tumor cells, and some of the drugs can enter within the cells that we can see here in this example. And when these drugs enter within the cells, their ultimate functions is to somehow kill the tumor cells either by apoptosis or via some other pathways. However, in the case of most of the tumor cells, because of the mutations, there is a dysregulation in the apoptosis and autophagy pathway occurs, and this is also related to this, not only just the ROS but also other uh, proteins that are dysregulated, such as this MAT G13 FIP20 and Backlane. This will trigger autophagy, whereas these pathways will trigger apoptosis. However, in the case of these tumor cells, this BCL-XL and BCL2 will get upregulated, and their function is to prevent the signaling pathways that will trigger apoptosis via these activations of these receptors, or via this complex formation BAX, BAD, BAK. So these apoptosis pathways will get deactivated, and because of this, there is a dysregulation occurs in the autophagy and apoptosis, and this dysregulations dysregulations will finally leads to a conditions that the reprogramming tumor cells not only be able to survive, but it will also maintain its tumor growth uh, for a longer duration of time. And simultaneously, what will happen when it takes the drugs, and it determines that these drugs are somehow tries to harm these tumor cells. So it this tumor cells has the capability to modify itself in a way that it will prevent the drug. It will deactivate whatever the pro or anti-tumorigenic drugs that are entered within the cells will get deactivated. So this is these are some of the approaches that are used by tumor cells to prevent itself from being to prevent itself from the triggering of this apoptosis or programmed cell death. And that is the reason why some of the solid tumor cells, and this is mainly occurs in the solid tumor cells, some of the solid tumor cells are more prone or resistant to the chemotherapy. And in order to improve the efficiency to treat the tumors, right now people are combining this chemotherapy with the immunotherapies. So that way they will have enhanced immune response, and those enhanced immune response will not give enough time for these tumor cells to reprogram itself to prevent it, so that they can prevent themselves from those enhanced immune response attack. So if you need to understand more about this resistance to chemotherapy, you can go through the reference that has been provided in the description. And if you need to understand about this chemotherapy and the immunotherapy combined effect, I will made a video tomorrow and upload it on the YouTube. You can go through that video tomorrow, or if you are watching this video after 6th of March to 2024, that video has already been there in the YouTube. You can go through that video to understand how the combined chemotherapy and immunotherapy has an enhanced effect. So that's all for this video. Thank you for your time.